Before we dive into this encounter, let's set the stage for what you're about to witness, because this situation quickly spirals into a textbook example of how confusion about the law can escalate into a serious confrontation between a citizen and law enforcement. In this video, a man enters a United States post office to take photographs in a publicly accessible area. According to federal regulations, photography in public areas of federal buildings, like entrances and lobbies.
How we doing today?
Good, how are you? What can I do for you?
Well, I think they called 911 on me.
Okay, well, who are you? Why don't you tell me that?
Who am I? I'm a good citizen.
Okay.
I don't want to impede
Who are you? That's
What do you
what
mean,
I'm
who am I?
asking. Who are you? Who do you work for? What are you doing up here recording?
Well, it's my right as an American, as a free American. Am I breaking the law?
Sir, I'm asking you, have they asked you to leave from inside?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
They don't have any reason to ask me to leave.
Okay. Well, they can. They don't have to
You
have
think
a reason.
so?
They don't have to have a reason.
You think so?
Sir,
this is
give me a space.
This is federal property.
Give me a space.
Sure, yeah, 6 feet.
Yeah.
The rules are right there.
I want 18.
You want 18? All right, I'll give you 18.
Sir, outside. Outside.
I am following all the rules. I'm not breaking any law. Deputy, am I being detained?
Sir, I've asked you to step outside.
You're being a
I've
little...
asked you to step outside.
I think you can be a little nicer.
Sir, I've asked you to step outside nicely. You're being detained.
I'm being
Step
detained.
outside.
Very good. So I'm being detained. All right, she's calling for backup. I am being detained by this fine deputy.
Sir, do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Okay.
Am I committing a crime?
No, sir, but you are being placed on trespass. So
Oh,
you need to
really?
get off of their property.
They haven't told me to leave.
Sir, they don't have to have a reason. It is their right. You're in my car, you're in my personal space. When I walk up and make contact with you, I'm asking you to back up. Back up.
This is United States postal property, federal property.
Yes,
Public
sir, but
property.
anybody can ask you to leave the premises. They
That-
don't want
Right away, you can see the citizen taking a calm and methodical approach. Instead of raising his voice or becoming confrontational, he immediately begins asking simple questions. Who called 911? What law he might be breaking? And why he's being approached in the first place. This is a common tactic used by people who are familiar with their rights. Document everything and force clarity about the legal justification for police action. Now, what's interesting here is the deputy's response. Rather than identifying a specific crime, she begins focusing on the idea that the property is federal property, almost suggesting that this automatically gives law enforcement authority to remove someone.
there on the sidewalk.
I'm asking you for your
I'm
supervisor.
asking for you to get over there on the sidewalk. Thank you.
Is your supervisor available?
Do I have a supervisor that's available that can head to 8505 to Nocturne property? And you had someone that was
That's
on
private
the
property.
bothering you?
That's different.
And no, sir, it is no different.
This is not
Sir.
private property.
Sir.
This is not
Sir,
private property.
It doesn't matter. If
It
they
does
ask-
matter. South
I'm
Carolina
not gonna
Supreme
argue with
Court
you. You're being
says it
placed
matters.
on trespass notice, okay?
We'll see when your
Trespass
supervisor
notice,
gets here.
we will.
We'll see about that when your
will.
supervisor gets here. I expected better out of Richland County deputies. There's probably a reason why you don't have any stripes on your arms.
You have your first and last name?
No, I don't.
All right, cool.
I am not committing a
You're
crime.
being placed on no trespass notice, sir. You don't have to commit a crime to be placed on no trespass.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not.
Then that's not how trespass
You're not.
works. That's not how
You're not.
trespass works.
You're detained. You're placed on no trespass notice.
How can I be on trespass if you're not giving me an opportunity to leave?
Sir, they've asked for you to be placed on it, and I'm placing you.
You go run code
Sir,
3
I'm sorry
on
that you
committing
feel that way.
not a crime.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Here they come, rolling in hot. Because the elders don't know the law here.
Now here's where the legal debate really begins. The deputy suggests that even without a reason, the citizen can simply be told to leave the property. On the surface, that might sound reasonable, but the key question is whether the property is considered a public forum. Federal buildings like post offices often contain areas open to the public where lawful activity is permitted unless it interferes with operations. The citizen clearly understands this distinction, which is why he keeps asking the same important question. Am I breaking the law?
Hey, sir, are you our supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
All right, how you doing?
All right, yourself.
Oh, you got a stripe? How you doing, Hardy?
Yes, sir. I'm Corporal Hardy. How can I help you?
Corporal Hardy, nice to see you. I came in here to take some photographs for news purposes.
Yes, sir.
And nobody asked me to leave.
Okay.
This deputy doesn't know the law, and I'm hoping you do. This is owned by the federal government. This is federal property. United States Post Office. This is a public area. Inside is a public lobby. Okay, so the branch manager stepped out, and she thought there was a sign on the door that said no photographing.
Okay.
And I stepped out and looked at all the signs. There are no signs saying no photographing. There is a poster 7 in here that gives the rules and regulations about photography and the conduct on postal property. I'll be glad to show it to you.
Okay.
And it allows me to do what I'm doing. Not only that, DHS memo came out that says photographs on all federal property, inside and outside in publicly accessible areas, is lawful activity.
Yes, sir.
And not to mention the First Amendment
Okay.
to the Constitution, and I'm here exercising my right to the First Amendment. And the branch manager doesn't know her own rules and regulations, and she doesn't know the law.
Okay. So did they actually leave, sir?
No, they didn't.
They never actually leave.
No, and
so
they don't have
that deputy in there right now. They want you to leave. Are you gonna leave, sir?
Okay, well, let me follow up.
No, you got. Are you were done or you weren't done?
No, I wasn't.
Finish,
done.
finish,
Okay.
finish,
They have no reason to ask me to leave because I'm not breaking any of their rules or regulations.
Okay, but you have the right to refuse your service, sir. So basically, well, I'm
That's
asking
fine.
before we go in there. If they go in there, ask them. They want you to leave. Will you be willing to leave? If they,
Okay.
1 minute.
If-
If they say that she go in there and say they verify they want you to leave at this point, will you leave location? sir?
Absolutely. If you tell me to leave, I will leave because I respect you. I respect the deputies.
They don't want you back here.
Okay.
I've already went inside and made contact.
But
with
just
them.
double
I'm
check.
gonna do it again.
Double check. Do you have any idea, sir? They do want
No,
you on
sir.
trespass for
Okay.
location.
Well, that's unlawful.
No, so basically what you did, so basically they want you to leave.
Notice how the interaction shifts the moment the word, detained, enters the conversation. Up until this point, the deputy is making requests, asking the man to step outside or give space. But once a detention is declared, the situation becomes legally significant. A detention requires justification, and that justification usually needs to be tied to suspected criminal activity. The citizen immediately recognizes this and begins documenting the moment verbally for the camera. This is a common strategy used by people recording police interactions, clearly stating what's happening so that anyone reviewing the footage later understands the timeline of events.
I'm gonna go verify.
Okay.
We want you to leave, and you're
But-
going back and forth, and that causes disturbance. So that's breach of peace, sir.
No,
That's
sir.
against the law.
Now calls no.
Well, basically, that's what
I've got it recorded.
Okay,
right
that's
here.
what we're. I'm going to verify. But if
Well,
that's
see-
the case, you did basically start the peace. That's breach of peace. That is a crime, sir.
Okay.
And I do need your ID for it.
Okay, now I understand that what they're telling you,
Yes, sir.
and I did not create any disturbance.
Are you able to wind it back so I can see?
Oh yeah, I've got it's,
I'll
you're
take-
on
I'll take a
live
look.
right here. I got a body cam here.
I'll take a
and
look,
I'm
sir. You say
recording
you
here.
caused disturbance. I'll take a
Well,
look.
I don't have to prove anything because
Well,
I'm not.
basically, I have your work at work, and they're saying you're
Okay.
causing disturbance, and I'm assuming it's multiple in there because you said the branch matter came out, so it's multiple witnesses in there
She's-
say you were causing disturbance. So I said that's consistent with
Her-
breach of peace, sir, and I'm asking for your ID because that is a crime in South Carolina.
Okay, but I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you did. I'm telling you, you
Okay.
started the peace,
All
sir.
right.
You started a day or operation of business.
No,
that is a crime in
there-
South Carolina. That's called breach of peace. I need your ID.
Lying to 911 is also against the law.
Yes, it is, sir. But I had to verify that from you saying you have video. So I'm asking to verify your part. You saying that they're lying about what they cause disturbance. So are you able to give me your ID so I can do what I have to do?
Is this a stop and ID state?
Huh? This is stop an ID state, sir. I'm saying you're basically committing a crime or breach of peace,
No, I'm
third
not.
peace. I'm telling you, that's where they're saying you're disturbing
Well,
peace,
they
sir.
can say whatever they want, but
Okay,
I'm not
I'm
committing a
sorry.
crime.
I'm investigating that. I'm
Okay, I
detaining you for
understand
basically
that.
investigating that. So basically, I had a right to ask for your ID, and I'm asking for your ID for a breach of peace, sir. So I need
Okay.
your ID.
Okay, well, I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you, you did. So basically,
How do
you're
you know?
disturbing,
You
you're
weren't even
disturbing,
here.
disturbing peace. We have
You weren't
multiple
even
witnesses,
here.
sir. So basically, the branch manager,
Where's
you're
the
saying
witnesses?
that is right there, sir. They're verifying with that. You are disturbing peace,
She
sir.
doesn't know her rules and regulations, and
telling
I'll
you,
be
sir.
glad to show you that.
I'm telling you, sir. I need your ID.
Okay, I did not commit a breach of peace.
Well, okay, sir. But that's you can argue that in court if it goes that far. But at this point, I'm saying you basically informed you are committing a crime for a breach of peace. You are disturbing the peace from what we got the call about, sir. We received a call now. We received a call for it. So you are disturbing the peace, sir. So basically, I'm asking your ID for violating that law.
Well,
so I need your ID.
Under threat of arrest, I will, but I'm not committing a crime.
Well, I explained my part too, sir. I explained why I'm asking your ID. I explained what crime I'm committing. You believe you broke.
Now the conversation turns toward identification, which is another major point of contention in encounters like this. The officer asks for ID, but when the citizen asks for what, the answer becomes somewhat unclear. The officer says he's being placed on trespass, but at the same time admits that the building staff never actually asked him to leave. This creates a legal contradiction. Generally speaking, trespass requires notice, meaning someone with authority over the property must tell you to leave and give you the opportunity to comply.
I need your ID.
I did not commit a crime.
Well, like I said, I explained what the crime is, sir, that I'm expecting you are doing. I said it's breach of peace. I need your ID.
I don't have my ID on me.
Do you have your name? What's your name, sir?
Am I being threatened with arrest?
You're being detained, sir, for basically a crime.
I told you that.
Yeah,
So basically, I need your name. So what's your name?
Being in detention in South Carolina does not require an ID.
Yes, sir. I'm committed to suspecting you of a crime. Yes, it does, sir. I have the right to identify who you are. Yes,
so
you
you think this is a stop and ID state?
Sir, you about so.
Do
Are you refusing to identify who you are? Are you refusing to identify who you are?
No,
sir?
I'm not.
Okay,
I don't have anything
I need your name,
criminal.
sir. You're not.
I'm not a criminal. I don't break the law.
If you're not refusing, sir, I need your ID.
Can we get your supervisor out here?
No.
Can we get a sergeant, please?
No, you're gonna deal with me.
6 feet, sir.
Sir.
6 feet.
Now 6 feet, sir. We were standing this the whole time we were talking.
Right.
Now 6 feet, sir.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
What's your name, sir? What's your last name? Last name, sir.
Is this a stop and ID state?
Sir, are you refusing to identify who you are?
This is not a stop and ID. This is not.
Identify who you are, sir?
Under threat of arrest, I will.
I'm saying, what's your last name, sir?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't show ID?
Sir, you are, like I told you, you are breaching peace right now, sir. You're disturbing the peace. You receive a call about you. We have a complaint from the man inside. You are disturbing the peace. You're starting to
not disturbing the peace.
Yes, sir, you are.
I am not.
So if you don't refuse to identify who you are, yes, you probably will go to jail. I will give you for breach of peace, sir. So what's you going to do? What's your
If you're threatening to take me to jail, I'll give you my name.
What's your ID, sir? What's your name? How did you get here, sir? How did you get here? Did you drive here?
Is that important?
Yeah, it is very important. Did you drive here, sir? Did you not?
I don't want to answer that question, but I will ID to you.
Yeah, you're being, sir. You're doing a whole lot of stuff for no reason at all. You denied the thing you did drive here, and basically, in South Carolina, you need an ID to operate a vehicle in South Carolina.
Am I operating a vehicle?
Sir, that's why you didn't want to ask questions, because you know you drove here.
Sir, I need a sergeant.
You know you drove here.
I need a sergeant here. I'm asking for your supervisor.
Sir,
can I get a sergeant here?
That's still not gonna stop. Are you refusing to give who you are, sir?
I'm not refusing anything.
Yes, you are, sir. I asked you multiple times. You can rewind your camera back. I asked you multiple times. You're refusing to identify yourself.
When the supervisor finally arrives, the dynamic shifts again. The new officer actually asks an important question. Did the staff inside ask the man to leave? That's a critical detail because it determines whether a trespass warning can legitimately be issued, but then something else happens. The discussion starts to drift away from trespass and toward another accusation entirely, breach of peace. This is where things become particularly controversial. Breach of peace. Laws typically involve behavior that disturbs public order, such as fighting, threatening behavior, or causing a major disruption.
Detain does not require me to show an ID.
Yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir, you're investigating of a crime. Yes, sir, it does apply. You don't know your law, sir. You need to review your law. Yes, it does.
Can you state that statute?
Sir, no, you can go state statute, sir. You can look it up.
I looked it up.
It's no ignorance law. So if you don't know, sir, you can go look it up.
Trespass does not apply to public property in South Carolina.
Sir, so they can refuse service. So basically
they can refuse service. Okay, so I'll take it up with their higher ups.
Okay, so officer, I'm asking you want your trespass. They can put your trespass. It also is a business. They can refuse. They can put your trespass.
This is not a business. This is government.
So, sir, it's not a business operation. Do you not transaction money? Is it not considered still business, sir?
They're owned by the federal government. They're not Walmart.
Okay,
so this is not private property.
They still sue, sir. They still place people on trespass.
This is not private property. I'm gonna get out of the sun here. Okay.
No, I need your ID, sir.
Is this a sergeant?
No, this is my captain.
Oh, hey. How you doing, Captain?
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. How you been?
Pretty good.
Shake your hand.
Yeah.
How are you?
Captain, I just want to say that You're one
What
of the
is
best
up?
captains I've ran into.
That's okay. That's okay. Appreciate
But
it.
So
I
what's
walk.
going
Okay,
So
well,
basically, they want more trespassing. He's basically, I told him, he's
Oh.
basically got called, told him he's 30 people. I'm asking for his identification. I told him he's under detained. He refused to identify who he is to get his identification, so they can pay for trespass.
Captain, I'm not breaking any law. I came in here. I didn't disturb anybody. I came in here and I was recording the greeting cards, and I wasn't even aiming it at the employees or the customers at that time. And the branch manager came out and said, wanted to know who I was. She wouldn't identify herself. She wanted to know who I was with. I said I'm with myself, and she thought that the rules were on her door that said no photography. And I went and I looked. I said, man, there's no rules. There's a poster 7 in here that allows photographs for news purposes in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors, and that's where I've been. I haven't been in any restricted areas. I am completely following the law, and I'm following post office rules and regulations. But as we all know, the post office, they don't know their rules like they should know. So I'm here to kind of educate them that what I'm doing is lawful. I'm not creating any disturbance. Holding a camera does not create a disturbance. I understand you got called here.
So that's not creating disturbance, sir?
He rolled up code 3 because elders. Captain, am I being detained, Captain?
No. I just want to talk.
Elders has got me detained.
You are detained.
I told him he was informing you.
Right now, you and I are talking.
Okay.
Good. All right. So, all right. How much longer do you plan on?
Well, they're closing up at 5 o'clock, you know. And I really expected, I went downtown to the post office, walked all through there, 3 cameras rolling, nobody said a word.
At this stage, the conversation becomes almost entirely about identification. The officer repeatedly insists that the man must provide ID because he is suspected of breach of peace. Meanwhile, the citizen challenges that claim by asking for the exact statute that requires him to identify himself. This back and forth highlights one of the most misunderstood legal issues in the United States: stop and identify laws. Some states require identification when police have reasonable suspicion of a crime, while others have more limited requirements. The citizen clearly believes South Carolina does not require ID under these circumstances.
I'm here to make sure these employees know their rules and the Richland County deputies know the law, and these two don't know the law. They think this is a stop and ID state. Elders thinks you can trespass people from public property, and the trespassing statute that has been affirmed by the South Carolina Supreme Court says the trespassing statute is only for private property. This is not their living room. They don't own this building.
I understand. I know where you're coming from. I understand that part.
So they're trying to issue me a trespass. He's trying to arrest me for disorderly conduct. Breach of peace. And I'm not breaching any peace. I didn't even have a conversation with any customers. So there's no customer in here.
You haven't intercepted the flow of business.
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, they're not even that busy. They never asked me to leave either. They always started that when the elders walked in there.
It's closed, so they're asking you to leave the premises now that it's closed.
I'll accept that. But if you're going to try to issue me a trespass, that's going to be a violation of my civil rights.
But sir, if you have a good lawyer, sir, you can sue, sir. If that's the violation of your right, you can sue, sir. That's
Is that
your
what
right.
you want me to do?
All right. So this is what we're going to do.
Okay. I just want to tell them in public.
I get your point. I'll take care of this issue. I understand. I know your points of law.
Encounters like this raise some important questions about how law enforcement interacts with citizens who are exercising their constitutional rights. Throughout this situation, we see a citizen who believes he is acting within the law by recording in a public area of a federal building. On the other side, we see officers attempting to enforce trespass and breach of peace claims based largely on complaints rather than clear evidence of a crime. What makes this case particularly interesting is how the situation evolves once supervisors arrive.